Hi y'all, it's your girl Coyote and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going through morning yoga flow. So this is something to just get your body up and moving, kind of stretch you out a little bit. Or maybe you just wake up from a nap and you just want to stretch out a little bit, a quick yoga flow. It will get your body up and moving and get the blood flowing through your system. So let's all start by lying down on our backs and we'll start in Shavasana. Start by taking a deep inhale through the nose. Open up, exhale, let it go. Again, a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Maybe you take your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your lower belly. Take 3 more breaths just like that. Beginning to make that mind-body connection. Good. On your next inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Point the toes to stretch, roll out the ankles and the wrists as you exhale. Take a deep breath in, pulling the knees into the chest. And just begin to rock and roll side to side, taking about 3 to 5 breaths here. Giving yourself a big squeeze, showing yourself some love. Maybe even say out loud, I love you so.
Then, on your next inhale, begin to walk your hands to the inner or outer edges of your feet, coming into your happy baby pose. Stay here. Maybe you rock and roll side to side here. Maybe you straighten out one leg and then the other. Just begin to find some movement that feels good for you and your body. This is your yoga practice, so make sure you're doing what feels good for you, what feels good for your body. Listen to what it's asking for of you. Then begin to bring the knees back into center, and on your next inhale, rock and roll up and back until you find yourself in a seated position. Take a deep breath in and reach your hands up and overhead. As you exhale, open twist to the right. Right hand back behind you, left hand reaches forward. Think about creating space in that chest cavity, and it's welcome to look back at that right hand as you're in this twist. Remember to keep with your breath. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Next inhale, hands come back up overhead. Next exhale, take it to the left side. Left hand back behind you, right hand reaching forward. Again, you're more than welcome to take your gaze over to that left hand in this twist. Think about keeping that length in that spine and opening that heart and chest cavity. On your next inhale, sweep the hands back up overhead, and as you exhale, cactus. Draw the elbows into the rib cage, open up the head and the heart space. Take a deep breath in, reach the hands back up, and as you exhale, forward fold. Hands come out in front of you, forehead draws to the mat. Take 3 breaths here, and every exhale, see if you can walk your hands just a little bit more forward. So deep breaths in, walk those hands out as you exhale. One more breath here. Good. Slowly begin to come back up out of that forward fold pose. And then we're going to go ahead and come onto our hands and our knees, making our way into our tabletop position. Think about stacking your hips over your knees and stacking your shoulders over your wrists here. On your next inhale, lift that right hand up, and let's take 5 wrist circles in one direction and 5 wrist circles in the opposite direction so we can just warm up our wrists just a little bit. On your next inhale, reach that right hand high, and as you exhale, thread the needle through the left side body. Bring that right shoulder down to the mat and that right ear down to the mat if you can. You can walk that left hand out in front of you, or you can take it around your back for a bind. This is your practice and your choice, so remember to do what feels good for you and your body. And keep breathing here. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Plant the left hand back by the head, reach the right hand up, unwind. Exhale, thread the needle to a hover. Inhale, reach the right hand up. Exhale, thread. One more time, deep breath in, deep breath out, thread that needle. Inhale, right hand reaches high. As you exhale, bring it back down, coming into your tabletop position, and we'll take it to the other side. Take an inhale, lift the left hand up. Again, 5 wrist circles here in one direction, and then 5 wrist circles in the opposite direction, just to warm up our wrists. Inhale, reaching the left hand high. Exhale, thread the needle through the right side body. So again, you can walk your hand out in front of you, or you can take that hand around the back for a bind. Remember, we're doing what feels good for our bodies and what our body is intuitively asking us to do. Just breathe here, taking deep inhales and deep exhales. On your next exhale, plant the right hand down, reach that left hand high. Inhale and exhale, thread. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out to thread. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Deep inhale, reach the left hand up overhead. Exhale, plant it back down into your tabletop position. Good. From your tabletop position, tuck the back toes, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, push the hips up and back, coming into your first downward dog. Begin to pedal out the legs by bending one knee and bend the other. Maybe you come up onto your tippy toes or do some spinal rolls. Remember, it's your practice, so do what feels good for you. Take about 3 more breaths here, just breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and finding movement that feels good for you and your body. On your next inhale, look up at your hands, and as you exhale, travel to the top of your mat. You can step, walk, or hop to get there. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, neutral spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, hands reach high up overhead. Exhale the hands down through heart center. Take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, hands come out to the side for mountain pose. Take a deep breath in, put the weight into the left leg and lift the right leg high. You can also find some support by keeping your ankle on the ground, but we're going to take some ankle circles here. 5 in one direction and 5 in the other. Also just warming up and lubricating our ankles. Take it to the other side. Take a deep breath in, lift the left leg high. Again, ankle circles here. And remember, you can keep that ankle on the floor if you need for some more support. Take a deep inhale, both legs come down, hands reach high up overhead. Exhale, bends the knees, coming into our chair pose. Have a slight tuck in the tailbone and engage that core. Squeeze your inner thighs together here. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more inhale, and as you exhale here, forward fold. Take a deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands down, step the feet back to high plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Good. Pedal it out here. Then we're going to take a deep breath in, look up at your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale, root to rise, hands reach up and overhead. Exhale, sink it back down into your chair pose. Good. Take a deep breath in, weight shifts into that right leg. Exhale, step the left leg back into high crescent lunge. Remember, you can create more space here by stepping that right foot forward if you need, and still find strength in that back left leg as we're on those back left tippy toes. Take a deep inhale, exhale, open twist to the right. Right hand back behind you, left hand reaching forward. One more deep inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Good. Deep inhale, hands reach up overhead to high crescent lunge. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, both hands reach up overhead for star pose. Toes turn to the side of the mat. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hands can come down here. And then we're going to plant the right hand down and reach the left hand high. Good. Finding a nice twist again here. Option to walk that right hand to the left ankle as well. Remember, this is your practice, so whatever feels good for you here. If leaving those hands down the whole time feels good, then do that. Take a deep breath in. Both hands come down, halfway lift. Exhale, turn to the left toes and frame those left toes at the back of the mat, coming into your runner's lunge here. Good. We're going to plant the hands down, step the feet back, shift the weight forward on an inhale, exhale, lower it down. Inhale for upward facing dog, exhale into your downward facing dog. Good. Stay here for a breath, taking a deep inhale and a deep exhale. On your next inhale, look up at the hands. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Hands reach high up overhead. Exhale, sink it back down into your chair pose. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, see if you can get just a little bit lower into that chair pose. Take a deep breath in, begin to shift the weight into the left leg this time. And as you exhale, step that right leg back into your high crescent lunge. Good. Deep inhale, hands reach high up overhead. And then as you exhale, open twist to the left. Left hand back behind you, right hand reaching forward. Again, find that strength in the back right leg here. We're finding an even balance of strength between both legs. Taking a deep inhale, reach the hands back up to your crescent. Exhale into your warrior two. Good. Taking a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Inhale, hands reach up for your star pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. We're going to plant the left hand down, reach the right hand high here. Again, if both of your hands want to be down here and your body's calling for something different, you can take that option. Also, option to walk the left hand to the right ankle. Your practice, your choice. Hands come down, take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to frame the right foot at the top of the mat. Plant the hands down, step the foot back. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Your blood should be flowing. And now we're going to stretch it out. So on your next inhale, reach the right leg high for your three-legged dog. As you exhale, think about taking that right knee to the right palm, and we're coming into our pigeon pose here. Begin to untuck those left toes and walk that left leg back, then take a peek, making sure your left toes, knee, and hip are all in alignment. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, forward fold over that leg. Your forearms can come down to the mat. Maybe you bring your forehead down to the mat. Maybe if this feels really tight here, you stay up on those hands so that you're not deepening the stretch. You're finding a good point that feels good for your body, where you're finding that line of discomfort and breathing through it. On your next inhale, plant the hands back down, tuck the back left toes, and push it back into your down dog. Taking it to the other side, on your next inhale, reach the left leg high. As you exhale, take that left knee to the left palm. Again, untuck those back right toes. Check to make sure your toes, knee, and hip are in alignment. Then bring the wrists under the shoulders. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold over that leg. Again, coming to your forearms or all the way to your forehead. Find a nice point for your body and find what feels good for your body. It's going to vary from body to body. Everybody's going to look different in this pose. Breathe through it, yogis, taking deep inhales and deep exhales. On your next inhale, rise back up, tuck the back toes, and push it back into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Good, yogis. Take a deep breath in and then bend the knees, coming down onto your mat. Walking the hands out in front of you, bringing the forehead to the mat for your child's pose. That's all I have for you today, yogis. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay blessed.